The biggest challenge today was probably the swamp over here to the left. It gets pretty thick over there, and I had one of the points directly in the middle of it, so I had to get through all that. And the banana spiders, they are everywhere.
After 14 demanding days of focused train-up, our candidates have sharpened their skills, built confidence, and demonstrated their readiness for testing. Step by step, lane by lane, every repetition has prepared these soldiers for the challenges ahead. Yet one challenge remains unresolved, a moving target that continues to test them. The ability to eliminate distractions.
How do I block out nervous? You said nervous.
How do you block out distractions?
Distraction.
I like to create a little bubble around me.
Well, for one, the cell phone has to be put away, right? These things, they do not quit beeping a lot of times during the workday, and sometimes, unfortunately, after.
How do I block out distraction?
You know, if I'm on a weapons lane, you know, there's just me and the weapon in my bubble.
Wherever your feet are planted, that's where the rest of your body should be at. So if we're going to the 50 cal lane, I'm not thinking about Mark 19, I'm not thinking about grenades. So I'm solely focused on the 50 cal, the steps I need to take,
And
that's it.
Block everything else out.
Bar none.
Focus.
Oh, shit.
As testing begins, candidates can expect a fast-paced, standards-based evaluation that leaves no room for error. EIB testing opens with the physical fitness assessment, followed immediately by land navigation. From there, the candidates advance through the patrol, medical, and weapons lanes, each designed to test mastery under pressure. The assessment concludes with a 12-mile ruck march, the final measure of endurance, discipline, and resolve. The beginning of the test can be brutal. Achieving your goals may look like torture, especially if it's sub-18 on the run. But with encouragement at every turn and at every decibel, one may find pockets of rest in the repetitiveness. That is, until the exhaustion catches up.
On your marks, set, go! EIB! Let's go now, let's go! There we go!
I think the hard part of the EPFA is definitely the second mile. You go all out on the first mile so you can make time for the lanes, and if you need to, take a breather while you're doing the sandbags or any of that. But then you're just so wore out come that second mile.
Hey, after him, everybody else is failure.
Playing good shit, buddy.
Hey, sir.
Great job.
got sprint there for a second. Cover's hard.
The praise at the end of each event doesn't erase the pain, but the recognition does serve as a good reminder that we're meant to do hard things. Even the things that make it difficult to speak afterwards.
I pushed myself to get to sub 18, which is 18 minutes or below. Well, technically it's just below. And I was able to do that in more than 22 minutes, or 22 seconds, sorry. So my time was at 18:27. Or, yeah, that's the time. And now it's hot as hell.
23:15. What a smoker, man. That last mile is definitely the killer.
Crushed it.
Thank you.
Crushed
Appreciate
it.
That's one event down. What does that mean? 33 to go?
Hey, 33 to go.
33 to go?
Yeah, we can do that after every event and be like, well, 29 more to go.
29 more to go?
33 to go.
The patrol, medical, and weapons lanes are gonna go quick.
Going into land navigation, because of the event's inherent task of relying on one's wits rather than technology,
Shakedown.
a quick shakedown is conducted to ensure the candidate's strict compliance to testing standards.
You have to rerun the EPFA.
Candidates are required to bag their phones and watches, as well as duct tape them, and are only allowed to use them in dire emergencies.
You guys are at the start points of the land navigation course. Right around you are start points 1, going around to start point 10. They're in sequential order. Besides the bleachers, you're going to find your compass calibration stands. And beyond that, you're going to find your 100-meter pace count checks. Do you remember your panic azimuth? 0. All right. Good, 0. If you guys need to reconfirm whatever the boundaries are for the land navigation course, a badge holder can escort you over to the map in front of the holding area, and you can take a look at those. Failing land navigation will eliminate the candidate from the E3B test. This event is not retestable. Conditions. Candidates will have a 1 in 50,000 scale military topographic map, lensatic compass, protractor, and writing instrument.
Let's go, candidates. Let's move it.
After the shakedown, candidates are to grab their individual maps in exchange for their IDs. Although each will have different sets of points, working together until each goes his separate ways can relieve the stress of the situation, at least temporarily.
No, the points are different, but the boundaries are the same.
I'm not stressed either. I'm good.
Yeah?
I'm cool, calm, and good.
Cool.
You guys are released to your start points.
Just jam angle.
As the candidates plot their points, all jokes are set aside. Each tries to lock in and focus, remembering the process.
Dude, check this shit out.
Start point. Boom, boom, boom. I never like right there. But look at all the water. See all that water?
That's a lot of
You
swamp.
can't walk the road, so I have to walk through a swamp.
That's a lot of swamp, brother. Good luck.
Me too.
With points plotted, The trek now begins.
I'm out of here.
Whether you're prepared or not.
Get that big ass bag, bro. Was I supposed to grab one?
Yeah, the graders were handing them out.
I did not grab one.
With time winding down, Specialist Blackston didn't just navigate the land, he bonded with it.
I got some thick shit.
It looks like it.
Good? Come here. I'll give you your ensign.
11:30.
Brother, what found you?
Some thick old shit. At this point,
Finishing while wearing the course on his face and uniform.
Brother, you have like stuff all over your face.
dude, I was in some like shit
That high?
above my head. I don't even know where I was. I got 3 points. Went for my 4th point, but ended up in a swamp. Didn't want to bust time, so I brought it back over here.
All right, you're going this time. 3 out of 4.
When you're covered in adversity, those around can't help
brother, you keep going, all right?
but offer
Man, you crossed my
encouragement.
life, man. You got this, all right?
Point after point fell into place, and before long, Lieutenant Baucom finished. Not far behind, Staff Sergeant O'Quinn emerged from the tree line. Contrary to his prior experience during the train-up, Staff Sergeant O'Quinn was able to account for the water in swamps, adjusting his azimuth, avoiding these obstacles, and moving with steady purpose, all of which helped him avoid wasting movement. All in all, 3 solid performances, setting the tone for the rest of the competition.
In the world of VIB, everything matters.
Do not go into the testing until you are absolutely ready.
30 different lanes, sequences that can go up to 30 steps. You're not going to memorize everything.
And your LMO is going to read off your name, hand you your scorecard. This is your scorecard for the entirety of the rest of the E3B. You lose damage where we can't read it. What are you?
You got a strategy going into this?
The strategy? Yes. Number 1, it's going to be time management. So we're going to be looking at the weight lines. All right, assuming the weight lines are all good for every single lane, which I doubt it. The strategy will be starting off fairly easy, build a little confidence. You're going to do like a harder lane, an easier lane, a harder lane, an easier lane. But that's assuming wait times are good. Wait times are going to be the priority.
Cobra fires, bro. Line 1, Cobra fires. This is Spartan 1. Adjust fire, over.
Send it.
Line 2, 1 T-72. Direction 205. Willie P, fire 1 ready, over.
Alright, so at this time you're a no-go zone. You just called up line 2 as line trees. You understand your mistake though?
Yeah. God damn it.
A frustrating start to the weapons and patrol lanes for Staff Sergeant O'Quinn leaves him rethinking his approach. One more no-go on this event could knock him out of the competition, sending him home without a badge.
Alright, so you gotta go over to the table over there. Executive. You know what you did wrong, right?
Yeah, man.
They wear gloves, I guess.
Lieutenant Baucom and Specialist Blackston, however, gained solid ground, dominating their first few events.
Show me. Map check. Good. Enemy in sight. Good. Line. Line. Good. Show me pace count.
With the pressure mounting, Staff Sergeant O'Quinn seems to have found his footing.
Thank you.
Time will start when I say you had a misfire. All right. You had a misfire.
Misfire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Recock the weapon. Diplast area clear. Re-engage my target.
As our candidates progress, concealing any flaws, remembering as much as they can, executing above the standard, building positive momentum, and getting every go possible.
So right here, right? You shot your line at 210. We have 205. Sure, you're within the 5 years.
Okay.
All right.
Good.
It's not without loss. Seeing those around them exit the competition early.
Hey, what happened to Sergeant Montgomery?
Not here no more.
Damn. R.I.P.
On you. Re-engage.
Finishing up the weapons and patrol lanes
In the mission 1.
may have technically been a success, but success doesn't always feel like sunshine and rainbows. Before a gauntlet of medical lanes, our candidates stop to study, using whatever method proves most effective.
You're gonna come over here. You're gonna do your acronyms, right? Low, flying, pilots, eat, tacos, salsa, makes, nachos, delicious.
Although muscle memory is key, remembering every step of every sequence is the aim.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And
And no one is judging how you do that, not even the graders. Especially if it helps make light work of a rather stressful exercise.
Got that go, baby.
My mindset going into the second day was, I was actually pretty confident. All the medic lanes were somewhat pretty easy. Our strategy going into it was we were going to hit all the easy lanes first, but we were going to do restore breathing and care under fire separately because the litter for each of those is different for both lanes.
So it can be over this, right?
Yeah, just something. You go up to
Yeah.
turn his head. Make sure you verbalize turning head.
Hey, what is it? Rutching?
Huh?
Okay, rutching for further injuries?
For the life-threatening conditions?
Life-threatening conditions.
Atmosphere around there for all the candidates was very supportive. Everybody was trying to help somebody with something. If nobody knew what to do, somebody was asking questions, and when the graders were busy helping other people, the people that knew the lanes were helping other people practice them as well.
All zeros?
All zeros.
Begin.
I give them off. Huh? I give them off.
Frozen.
Go over there, so.
Life-threatening condition. 30 pounds of other injury. Second pound of other injury. Shooting for shot. Secret hire medical aid.
All right, time. All right, Ken, I'm going to go have to tell you right now you are a no-go at this time.
I executed the entire lane, but I didn't have my mop gear correctly, so I didn't have my hood on. And they no-go me for it.
Okay, you are not in the full mop level gear. When you come on this lane, you need to be in full uniform. Your hood needs to be over your pro mask and your ACH over your hood. Tracking? All right.
Put your pro mask on, put your hood on, put your helmet on. You're going back in there, you're going to do the task mission. You're going to do it just how you did it. You're going to get your go. All right, proper wear.
I go back to the retrain area and I practice on the dummy there. A little upset, but got it down. Went back to the testing area.
A lot of times when you hair wrapping for the T-burn injuries, candidates mess up on the wrapping itself.
Where's the side of the injury? The bandage is on the side. Where's the bandage? The white sterile portion is not on the wound. So
You're no good at the station.
I guess I was so focused on my hood. I don't know. I don't want to make that an excuse because it's still a no-go. I just wasn't paying attention enough. I didn't put the bandage on the wound enough, and it wasn't on there, and I got a no-go for that.
If a candidate touches the wound with their hand or a weapon or something causes further damage to the patient, it's an automatic no-go. And then at the end of it, the candidate has his wrapping checked, and if the grader finds any white piece exposure of the bandage, from there the candidate can get no-go as well for improper wrapping.
2 no-goes on the same task means, for Specialist Blackston, this is the end of the road. Weeks of preparation, early mornings, late nights, the miles, the repetitions, the mental strain, all brought to a halt on a single lane.
I just felt like there was nothing I could have protested because it obviously wasn't on the wound enough. When he pulled the bandage up to look at it, I couldn't have protested that it was on there.
Hearing the candidate you are a no-go at this time is gut-wrenching.
I mean, no one says it's easy.
There's no dramatic exit, no ceremony, just a quiet moment where the weight of it all settles in.
Yeah, I definitely took the self-accountability. Didn't protest either of them because I didn't have my hood on, and it was obvious the bandage wasn't on the wound enough.
To not get the badge, pretty heartbreaking.
Just like that, his EIB journey is over. Our remaining candidates now have to turn their attention to one final push.
Put your head down and walk 12 miles in 3 hours, and you'll earn your fucking badge. Let's go.
You know, it's a marathon, not a sprint. But you gotta keep in mind that you're fresh in the beginning, you gotta take advantage of it. I used my watch, I timed. Some people do light poles, I did a timer on my watch. I would run 1 minute and I would walk 3. And I did that all the way up until mile 3. And then when I hit mile 3, I ran 1 minute, walked 4. And then when I hit mile 6, ran 1 minute, walked 5. And then I kept that up until mile 10. And then mile 10 came, and I was pretty fatigued at that point, mile 10. So I looked at the time. I think I had like 12 minutes, 11 minutes to spare. So when I hit mile 10, I stopped running and I walked my pace to the finish line.
One little walk, that's it. At the point of the ruck, there was a lot of prayers that had been answered to get me to that point. And I knew that if the good Lord and some graders could just get me to the point of the start of the 12 mile, I could handle it from there.
Finish is near.
About time you get across. About time you guys get across.
At the very end of the long 12-mile ruck march, just when you think it's finally over, the clock doesn't stop. There's one more test waiting. As soon as these soldiers cross the finish line, exhausted and drenched in sweat, they've got just 2.5 minutes to clear and completely disassemble their M4 carbine.
There was a moment where that thought does creep up. Like, maybe I am not good enough to get the badge. You know, maybe I've overstepped my limitations here. And I think that's normal. I think it happens to anybody and everybody.
Every movement has to be deliberate. Every step has to be right. There's no room for hesitation. And then, without missing a beat, they get another 2.5 minutes to put it all back together and perform a full functions check. Three hours of rucking, 35 pounds or more on their backs. And now, under intense pressure, they have to prove they can handle their weapon flawlessly. Because earning the Expert Infantryman Badge isn't just about endurance, it's about mastery, right down to the smallest pin and spring.
If you're testing yourself, you should be putting yourself in uncomfortable positions because that's how you grow. If you stay stagnant and comfortable your entire career, you're never going to see what you could become.
Auto, charge, fire, charge, lose nothing, target, goes unsafe.
Alright, at this time, you never have to do EIB again.
Cool.
Appreciate that, sir.
I think this experience has taught me more about myself as a soldier, being able to take test-like conditions under pressure. I kind of looked at EIB as, at least this one, getting the double no-go as it just being an extra opportunity to train more and prepare more for the next one coming up.
3ID has been great to me. I have loved every minute of being here and met a lot of good personnel all the way from the top to our lower enlisted. Being able to go through and complete EIB successfully, that's another, I guess, notch in my belt that represents 3ID. So going forward, people ask where I got my EIB badge at. Being able to say 3ID, I think it adds an extra amount of significance, knowing the history of 3ID and the professionalism that this unit embodies. I don't think anyone will second guess the standards the EIB graders upheld throughout the entire process.
Don't stab me, okay?
Ever since I was a private, right, you show up to your unit and you got guys rocking EIB over their U.S. Army, and it looks fancy, it looks tough. 7 years later, I finally get mine. And yeah, I could be that guy, right, for those privates. So it's pretty important, feels good.
As the sun sets on this Expert Infantryman Badge competition, the journey doesn't end, it evolves. Specialist Blackston will keep pushing himself to master his nerves, stepping into tough moments with steadier confidence each time. Staff Sergeant O'Quinn isn't slowing down either. He's already setting his sights on the next badge, the next school, the next opportunity to earn that sense of accomplishment through hard work. And Lieutenant Baucom, he'll be scanning the horizon for the next big challenge, keeping that competitive fire burning and raising the bar for everyone around him. The badge is a milestone, but the pursuit of excellence is ongoing. So to everyone watching, find your next challenge, lean into the discomfort, chase the standard, not the spotlight. Whether it's a badge, a school, or a personal milestone, commit to the work when no one is watching. Because the pursuit of excellence doesn't end here. It starts with the next step you're willing to take.
You know it's my first time, son.
Were the cameras a little distracted? Did they add any extra?
So, yeah, don't get me wrong. The cameras certainly added a slight extra level of stress.
I already know, because the camera's gonna be rolling, that something bad's gonna happen.
Dude, holy I can smell it from right here.
The guys are motivated.
All right, candidate, this time you already know.
Some of them are a little upset.
Leper, I will kill you.
It's not going their way.
How are you feeling on the second day?
Humbled.
What does though, you know what I'm saying?
How you guys doing today?
I didn't drop it.
So I didn't sit going while I moved.
Paper's got a lot of red, a little bit of blue.
What I'm worried about is all this rain that's been going through. The terrain could be a little swampy. That would be an issue, but shouldn't be too bad. But I didn't really look at the map too well, and I hit the swamp.
Oh, what was the favorite moment?
Make sure you stay cooking while I move before you get in position.
I don't know. There's a lot of good times out there, actually.
I got in position, and he got me on that.
Everybody's got a freaking stop.
I ran into a web, but luckily the spider didn't hit me.
We're gonna put in the work, sweat a little bit, have a good time.
Alrighty. So what happened? Oh, I'm so sorry. What?
I'm really hoping that Black and starting Q, they make it through this.
At this point, you're basically a streamer.
I hate you, Norton.
What?
I hate you.
But if they don't,
We're gonna have to pour some salt in your door.
Let's do it.
We're gonna get to the.
you'll see me at the finish line. Be there or be square.
Norton, would you stop talking? For the love of God.
So every film crew needs a makeup artist too.
Alright, I feel the love.
Yeah, there's like double parts in both bags.
Signing out.